Hi everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about scams and scamming. So earlier today, I was going to sell something on the Facebook market. And what happened was I was trying to sell a car seat because my son grew out of his. And a lady gets a hold of me and she's like, okay, I want this car seat. Get a hold of me at this number. So I text her at the number. I was thinking, why this is kind of weird. Why is she wanting me to get a hold of her on this phone number? Why can't she just talk to me on Facebook? So I text her on her phone number and I'm like, hi, this is Ashley Giza. I'm reaching out to you about this car seat. I wanted to see if you were still interested in buying it. And if you could pick it up later today or if you could pick it up tomorrow evening. Those days and times will work for me. Let me know if they'll work for you. So she messages me back, and it's really strange because she goes, um, yes, but could I message you this code, and then could you um let me know what that code says? And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, this is fucking weird. Why would this lady need a code to for me to repeat back to her? So she tried telling me that the reason for her code is because she wanted to see if I was a real person on Facebook. So I went back to the messages, clicked on her name, um, and also, like, when I was clicking on her name, it was saying, like, internet interrupted or something like that. So I clicked on her name again, and then it said I was blocked. So she blocked me, and so I reached back out to her on the text, and I said, look, I went to your profile to see if you were real because this seems fishy to me. And so I let her know. I sent her a text and I said, "This is fishy to me. I don't see why you would need to send me a code and need to know what the code is. I'm just trying to sell a car seat. If you're not interested in the car seat and you have trust issues, then I guess that I'll sell the car seat to somebody else because this is really weird." And so I clicked on her number, I blocked her number, I clicked on her Facebook, blocked her Facebook, reported her to let Facebook know that she was acting funny and weird so she doesn't scam other people too. So that was scam number one. Scam number two that I'm going to talk to you guys about is a little bit longer, but I'm going to press pause on this because my son's playing with a really aggravating toy. So hold on one moment. Okay, now that it's a little more quieter, you can still hear my dryer, but the yapping little dog that my son was playing with is off. So scam number two that happened to me in my lifetime was I am I was a caregiver, a CNA, before I got sick. And this guy reaches out to me online because I have my resume online, so people could reach out to me if they were interested in me taking care of their loved one. And on Craigslist, this guy reaches out to me and he's like, "Yeah, I was wondering if you could take care of my father. I see your qualifications and I see that you um, seem like a really good advocate for my father, for taking care of him. So I was wondering if I sent you a cashier's check with all the money that you're going to need to take care of him. Um, then that way you can pay for all his needs, his groceries, anything. So I'm going to give you the cash up front, and then that way you won't have to pay for anything. All you'll have to do is go to the store and grab his items, whatever it is he needs." And I'm thinking, this sounds legit. Like, okay, cool. I'm getting the cash up front and forward. So um, the guy asked me if what my address is, what my phone number is, my birthday, and all that. And I don't give him my social security number because obviously I was taught not to do that. But this guy sends me a check to my address at the time. And so I get this check. I go to my bank. I give them a cashier's check, tell them what's going on, that I need this check deposited into my account. And they're like, are you sure? Because sometimes we get scams like this and we're not very sure, if this is a good idea. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's a check, so that means that he would have had to pay for it already to get it, right? I mean, yeah, so that's fine. Go ahead and just deposit it into my account. Well, this is what happened. They deposited the check, and the money in my account, whoever it was, had me go to the store and give their supposed dad X amount of dollars, like $20 from CVS store, that I just had to go to this kiosk and enter in everything that I needed to enter, and then send his supposed sick father this $20, and then next it was $100 somewhere else the next day, and stuff like that. And then I started thinking, this is really weird. Like, why is this guy needing money back that he gave to me? So then I called the police and I made a report, and they found out that I was scammed. So this person gave me fake money that wasn't even there. I deposited it into my account, which made it real money because it made it my money. And then they were taking my money essentially from me out of my bank account. So I got scammed $3,000 when I was very, very, very much younger than I am right now, and dumb and naive and gullible. And I learned to never do anything like that again, or accept a job like that ever again, even though I can't really work anymore like I used to. If I ever, for some weird reason, get really, really healthy again and in shape, and don't have health problems anymore, which that's not going to happen, I'm just saying to you guys, I would never do anything that stupid in my life again. So yeah, scammed $3,000. The last scam that I'm going to tell you guys about, I didn't necessarily get scammed, but I was affiliated with the scam. So I didn't scam anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But the people who scammed my husband's parents, like, I had to do with what happened. So, okay, I'll tell you guys what happened. In my other previous videos, I talk about my home being torn down by trees due to the derecho that happened here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And so me and my husband really badly needed our home demolished, because if we were to keep our home that was not even barely standing up on the property that we were renting on, the property owners would have still charged us lot rent money, even though our house wasn't livable. It's fucked up, but it's true. So we had to borrow money from my husband's parents to demolish my house, our house. And so we were already homeless, so because of a natural disaster. So his parents helped us out, loaned us the money, and we found this guy, and he said, yeah, no problem, I'll have the work done in just a couple days, but I do need a down payment of $2,000, and then you can pay me the rest when the work is done. So it sounded legit, but here his parents wrote, okay guys, sorry, I had a guest drop by our house really quick, so I'm going to finish my third scam story. So as I was saying, the demolishment of our house needed to be done. My husband's parents were nice enough to loan us the money. And so yes, he said he needed 2,000 up front, and then we could pay the rest when the work was done. The guy kept making up excuses as to why he couldn't come. So his first excuse was, sorry, I have to round up my guys and all of our equipment, and everything's kind of unorganized today, so we're going to start tomorrow. So then my husband's like, no problem, okay, just as fast as you can. Thank you so much, no problem. The next day, my husband reaches out. He's like, were you able to get the demolishment done? He's like, I actually am not feeling very well. I'm going to go get tested for COVID and see how I'm feeling. Day number 3, he said that he has COVID, that he wasn't able to work that day. He didn't want to get his employers sick. Didn't want to get anyone else sick, so no, they didn't get the demolishment done that day. Okay. Then a weekend goes by. Then the next week on a Monday, my husband gets a hold of him again and says, did you start the demolishment yet? He said, I'm really sorry, but my grandmother ended up getting COVID and I have to stay and take care of her. So right there, we knew something was funny, because 4 days, business days in a row, and you're not able to start working on tearing down our house. And my husband's parents paid you the money. No, something was not right. So, lo and behold, my in-laws, my mother and father-in-law, ended up getting a hold of the police and reporting this man. And it just so happens that this very man was reported by many other people. So he ended up going to jail, doing jail time, probably has a shit ton of fines. And me and my husband submitted all of our messages and texts back and forth with the man, and what he promised us and what he said he was going to do. He got caught. He did do jail time. He's probably still in jail now. But yes, so that was the 3rd scam. So I've been scammed, and we did pay back my husband's parents. But I've been scammed 3 times my whole life, and last one wasn't really me getting scammed, because here's what I have to say about that. If I was involved in the payment in any type of way, I'll word it that way, because I was pregnant at the time, and I was staying at home all the time due to the pandemic, because this is when the pandemic was really, really bad, and I was pregnant, so I didn't want to get sick, and I didn't want the baby getting sick or whatever. But if I had anything to do with that, I would have said, don't pay him anything until the work is done, or until work is starting to be done on the house, because I've been scammed before. But I had no say in that, because my husband was with his parents, and so it was my husband and his mom and dad that went to go talk to the guy and then wrote him a check. I'm no disrespect to his parents, but I'm just brutally honest, and I just have to say that if that was me, I wouldn't have been that dumb to write somebody a check without knowing for sure that they were legit, or before I wouldn't have paid them until they got the work done. I mean, that just didn't sound right to me. So, but they didn't know, and I guess it is what it is. So we ended up having to pay them back for the $2,000 that they got scammed, and then we also had to pay them back for the demolishment to a real company that came and actually demolished the house. So it was $4,000 for our mobile home to be demolished. But because that guy ripped them off and scammed them $2,000, we had to pay them an extra $2,000 for that guy's mistake. So we gave them a total of $6,900 for the troubles and stuff like that, and to pay them back money that was definitely owed. But lo and behold, I've learned quite a bit about scams and the way people act. And today, a lady was trying to scam me. I could tell with that whole car seat thing. I don't play that game, so I immediately reported her. I immediately let her know I knew what she was doing, and I didn't let her get one up on me. So hopefully by this video and me telling you guys stuff that's happened to me and stuff I've seen and experienced, you guys won't fall for anybody's shit either, because it does happen and people are finding more and more slick ways to get away with scamming people these days. So don't trust anybody. Always ask for identification. Always call the Better Business Bureau and make sure that places are legit, companies are legit, and the person you're talking to is legit. Anyways, that's all I have to say for today, and I will be on with another life topic. Thank you.